Hello, my name's Colleen Robinson and I've come on here today to actually do a couple of recap videos for our Fantasy Forest collection. So I'm going to do them with Melody and Crystal. These are our beautiful frames even. They are frames and they've got the 3D decoupage flowers around there and they've got the beautiful fairies. So I'm going to start with Melody, but I'm actually going to use the frame from Melody and I'm going to use the beautiful fairy from Crystal, just to show you that you can mix and match them around. So I've done this here and I've put the frame onto the Charisma. So you've got the Charisma available for this one and I've put them on and I've also done the decoupage here. Now you also get your foundation die as well, and if I look at this, let me put it the right way around, you can see that fits round on the outside there and then the other one fits on the inside here. So I've taken these and I've cut a matte layer and let me just see if I can pick that up, there we go, and I've cut that just there. Well, I've actually cut it twice and I've created a little bit of a drop shadow. So that's a really useful thing to do, so using those two together. So let's just cut those ones out. So just put the Charisma on the Charisma and then we can run it through our die cutting machine. So, I need my ball tools, which are here, which I haven't got out. There we go. So we'll get these out. Love these ones from Fleurs. So this is going to help to make some beautiful shape and dimension in the flowers. So there we go, that's just run that through. Perfect cut, putting it through my Pro Cut. And then we can have a look on here. There we are, right. Perfect, hopefully. Let's have a look, let's peel that off. Now look at that, absolutely perfect first cut. So peel that off and then, my tape's got, the pressure is so good, it sticks my tape down so hard. There we are, right. And there we have the next one. So this is a lovely collection and you've got some beautiful accessories to go with it. So just have a look and really make the most of it. So there we are, we have the beautiful, beautiful frame. So let me put that to one side and then we've got our 3D decoupage flowers. So these are really easy to put together. Now you've got the numbering on the die and I'll show you how that works in just 1 minute. So if you look on here, if you pop that on there, you can see there is, I think that says A1. Yep, it does. That says A1 on there. Then we have on here, you can see you've got F1 and, I can't see the numbering, D1, G1, E1, I think that's H1. And C1 and B1 on there. So it's really, really easy. Did that say F1 or did that say A1? It did say A1. And then that matches up with your flowers on here. So when you then look on here, you can see I've got a little A there. So this one will match where I put that flower. So it's really easy to do. So pop these ones out, just like that. Just quick pop from behind and out they pop. So really beautiful. Right, so I've got everything off there. So then I'm going to just get my foam mat and I'm going to get my ball tools. I love this because I've got so many choices of sizes. I know I'm going to get one that fits. So I'm just going to do a little bit of shaping from behind. Now these are little buds, so it's perfect. I can even go with a smaller size of my ball tool just around there and then back round on here and then just on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that over and I'm just going to press lightly in the centre there. Can you see? Just to give it that shape. So what shape I've done on the back there, I'm going to do on here and then we can put that on there. Now, what I often find is if you do this a couple of times, cut these out a couple of times, you can get even more dimension on your final frame as well. So it's up to you how many times you cut these out. You've got, like I say, you've got them all on your Charisma, so just enjoy those. So I'm going to put the frame that way up. I'm going to grab my tweezers. Now this one clearly goes just there, look. So a little bit of glue gel. It's up to you whether you use glue gel or your foam pads. I always advocate glue gel and that's going to just pop on to there. Then I can come down with this one and this one is coming down here. I just have to remember how this one goes. There it goes, just like that, you can see. And a little bit of glue gel behind there. It's good to put it behind the bits that you've shaped because it will help to keep that shape. and then those go on there. Then you just need to get these, all the little pieces, all the little ones, and you can see, and they pop on. I have to work out where all these go now because it's been, there you go, that one goes on there, look like that. And then you just pop them all on until you've filled it up. Oh, that one goes just there, look. Just do that. Now, I've got one here that's nice and dry so that you can see. And look at this. Isn't this beautiful? So I've just gone on here. Now, I've actually put an extra layer on. So I cut another frame out and recut that an extra time. And then all I've done is I've just put a little bit of liquid pearls in the centre and a little bit of glitter just to give it that hint of a sparkle. So what we can now do is we can bring our card in. So we've got our cardstock. So we can pop that onto our card. Now this is a 10 by 7 card blank, 10 inch by 7 inch card blank that I have trimmed down. So it's really easy to get the size that you want. So if you look on the Create & Craft website, you will see 10 by 7 inch card blanks, and they're really useful if you are doing cards that may be that little bit bigger. So a little bit of wet glue gives me my wriggle room. Let me make sure I've got my card the right way up. And we can put that on first. There we go. These are absolutely beautiful. These are going to, again, they're going to be for so many occasions. It's entirely up to you how you want to use them. Now, I thought this craft card went really, really well because it sort of matches the brown in the frame. So if I bring my frame in, can you see how well it matches there? And then I've got my background. So your background papers are all on your USB. So make sure you use those as well so that you get these beautiful, beautiful backgrounds. So once I've put that on there, now can you see that's the brilliant start to my card. So I'm going to bring in my frame. So this is just using those outer dies and the inner one. Now I've put foam tape on here and I've done it all, I've used the shaker foam so I can go round in one go. And you're going to be able to give it a little bit of height and dimension. It's always nice to put a little bit on just to add a little bit of interest. And you can see where I've cut it in half to create the perfect drop shadow. Let's just pop that just there. And then I'm going to make the most of all of these lovely big areas behind the flowers to put my glue. There's always somewhere that you can put your glue with these. They always think about that. So if we put plenty just here, it's going to hold the whole thing up. And then that's going to go on there. There we go. Doesn't that look beautiful with all of that dimension with a little hint of glitter? Now, as I said to you, I have used the fairy from Crystal. So, oops, got my sentiment stuck. There we go. So I've cut her out. I put a little bit of glossy accents on her crystal ball, and I've got her wings. So I cut her out a second time, and I've cut off just the wings to create my own decoupage. Can you see how I've just added a little bit of glitter to really make it pop? So let me make sure I put the glue in the right place. I'm going to put a bigger bit of glue just here and just here, and then when I pop that on, you can see we've got the dimension as well. So she's got a lovely matte layer, so we can pop that onto our card. Just remember, when you use craft card, it sometimes takes a little bit more glue to adhere because it's very fibrous. So I can pop that just inside there. Get that in, there we are. And then we can then add crystal. So let's just put some glue gel on so that she's not sitting too tightly to that matte layer, that foundation layer. Pop her in the centre there. Oh, look, it's gone a little bit wonky. We can put, there we go. Pop her on there, and look at this. So from the, I've got it here, from the Finders Keepers, I've cut out the, well, it's a crystal, but I'm going to have it like a moon. And I should have actually put that on before. Oh, there we are, that's lifted, that's fine. And I'm just going to pop that under there, just to add a little bit of a contrast, and then we can marry it up so that we've balanced out the card, because that's really important to add that balance. I can add my sentiment, which I've just done with my foiling machine. So I've just cut out one of the sentiments from the foiling pack, run it through. How about that? So there we go. So that is the first card using both the Melody, and the crystal die sets.